Hi again, Risa here, back with another episode of Ask Risa. This is my weekly video series where I discuss some common wedding planning questions and give you some advice. I'm actually sick right now, which is why I sound a little weird. My voice is a little raspy, so I'm gonna try to keep this short. There are other videos in this series. If you're watching on Instagram, you can find those on my profile under IGTV. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can find them all on my channel, which is under Risa James Events, the name of my company. This week, I'm going to talk about special songs that you need to choose for your wedding. This is something that you probably want to start thinking about, maybe even before you get engaged, because there are a lot of them, and I'm going to go through the list of all the things, the moments you need special songs for. But you may not be able to come up with something right off the top of your head when you're trying to think of it. So it can be helpful just as you're going about daily life in the car or whatever, listening to Spotify at work. If you hear a song that you think will work for one of these moments, you should write it down and keep a running list, because then when you and your fiance sit down to actually compile the official list, you'll have something to go on. So get a pen and paper. Get ready, because I'm going to give you the full list of special moments that you need to choose a song for. First, for the ceremony. The processional is the walking in. It's when everybody comes into the ceremony. So generally, you need at least 2 songs for the processional, because the bride gets her own song, and everybody else can walk into the same song, or you can choose multiple songs. So you can have one song for the seating of parents and grandparents, and then a separate song for the wedding party. Sometimes the groom might want to choose his own song. That's less common. That doesn't happen very often. So you need at least 2, one for the bride, one for everybody else, or as many as 4. But at that point, you're not going to really hear too much of the song. So I recommend like 2 or 3 at the most for the processional. Then at the end of the ceremony, you need a song for the recessional when everybody walks back out. Generally, that song is a little bit more celebratory and upbeat because, the couple have just kissed, they've been pronounced married, everybody's clapping, so you want something that's happy to go along with that moment. So that's pretty much it for the ceremony. Then you're gonna have cocktail hour, and then we're gonna move into the reception. So if you're having a grand entrance, you'll need a song for that. If you're going to announce all your wedding party members, all your bridesmaids and groomsmen as part of the grand entrance, you might want to do one song for the wedding party, one song for the couple. Or you can use the same song for both. But if you have a lot, then you might want to choose 2 songs anyway, just because it takes a while to get through all those names, and you might need a second song because the first one may not be long enough. Then you'll want a song for your cake cutting and for your first dance as a couple, and then for the father-bride dance and the mother-groom dance. And obviously for same-sex weddings, each bride or each groom and their respective parents, if they're doing those dances, you'll need a different song for each one. If you're doing a money dance or a dollar dance, you can pick songs for that, or you can just leave it up to your DJ. You usually need at least a few songs for that. It depends on how long you want the money or dollar dance to go on. So just think of an average length of a song is like 3.5 minutes. So just figure out how many songs you need based on that. If you want, you can choose the first party song of the night, the song that's going to kick off the open dancing where everybody comes out onto the floor. If you're doing an anniversary dance, there's a couple other names for this dance. So everybody who's married comes out onto the floor, and the DJ asks, okay, everybody who's been married more than 5 years, stay out, less than 5 years, sit down. Okay, more than 10 years, stay out, less than 10 years, sit down, until finally you get to the last couple standing, the people who've been married the longest. If you're doing that, then you probably want to choose a song or 2 for that scenario. Also, if you're doing a bouquet and or a garter toss, then you'll need songs for that. Generally for the bouquet, we can get away with just one song. Some people like to, Single Ladies by Beyonce is literally the most popular / common choice for the bouquet toss. I've had couples play that for just gathering the girls onto the dance floor, but then choose something else for the actual toss. And with the garter, oftentimes, oftentimes you can play one song for the removal. Oftentimes it's the theme song to Mission Impossible, that's pretty common, and then play a different song for the actual toss. So you've got a little opportunity to work in extra songs there. And then at the end of the night, the very last song of the night, you might want to choose what that is. Don't Stop Believing My Journey is a very popular one. I hear that a lot. And there's a few others that are common. So just, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just choose a song that you like, something that you want to end the night on and send everybody out feeling good about having celebrated your wedding with you. So those are my thoughts on that. That's the list. That's what you need to choose. I mean, some of those were optional. So I'm going to stop here because I can't talk anymore. And if you have any questions about this or anything else with your wedding, shoot me an email or a DM or leave a comment on the YouTube version. And I will be back next week, hopefully not still sick, and we'll talk about another wedding topic. Bye for now.